The circuit of Interlagos, which in Portuguese translates to the city between two lakes, which is the host of the World Endurance Championships next race, and the first race after the 2026 24 Hours of Le Mans, which was very, very eventful. Ended up winning by Toyota there, which no one even expected, even though they are the might. But it is time, like I say, to go through the middle of the lakes and find out who's going to win the 6 hours of Sao Paulo.
3 will be the next question.
And because it is the first race after the 24 Hours of Le Mans for the World Endurance Championship, there will be some BOP adjustments, I'm pretty sure. We've seen that with Ferrari in the last few years, where after they won Le Mans 3 times in a row, they got nerfed quite a bit for the rest of the year. So that could easily happen to Toyota coming into this weekend and for the remaining rounds of the season, which is it always sort of happens. And we saw that back in 2023 when Ferrari won for the first time since coming back in when the hypercar era started being proper. Toyota didn't win that race, and that's kind of allowed them to win all the other races on the year. So it's kind of a yin and yang sort of thing with that one. Yes, but it is an FIA Grade 1 track. It is 4.3 kilometres or 2.7 miles. The track opened in 1940, right in the middle of the Second World War there. It's got 15 turns, and the race lap record is from Valtteri Bottas in his Mercedes Formula 1 car, which is a 1 minute, 0.10.540 back in 2018 in the W09 Formula 1 car. But yeah, the track's mostly known for Formula 1 and obviously this series, the World Endurance Championship. Like I say, but they do obviously have Brazilian stock cars and other championships like that as well. But yes, let's look into what happened last year. As I mentioned with the BOP, Cadillac were given a very, very, very favourable balance of performance rating last year in Sao Paulo, and because of that, they dominated the race. They got a 1-2. It was a 12 car winning from the 38 car, and the number 6 Porsche would finish third, a distant third as well. So that really showed you sort of like the scale of how much. We could actually tell that last year, while this year has all been hidden, which I'm not a fan of at all. They've done that for IMSA, where the drivers can't even talk about it that much. But yeah, the number 12 Cadillac completed 242 laps as well. Then with an LMGT3, it would be the 87 Lexus with 218 laps completed, the 81 Corvette, and the number 10 Racing Spirit of Le Mans Aston Martin. Did you know that you can get 10% off all W products, including this lovely pink blossom cap or this lovely green and lime shaker bottle? And if that's not your jam, and if you want the actual products, you can get some of these. But as you can see, there's a whole array of flavours and a whole array of different products you can get. But yeah, if you want any of the coffee extract, there's a big variety here. But if you want this, they even do hoodies as well and flags. So you can get all that sort of stuff, and with 10% off with my code Motorsports95. But yes, it is a very, very diverse range and is all pretty good stuff, so I would definitely recommend it. I really missed last year's race. Can't remember anything really that happened apart from that. I just remember Cadillac, dominating it, and Ferrari being slow. But that shows you where your balance and performance lies and all that sort of stuff. I believe it's got quite a bit better for NMGT3s, but it's just something about the hypercar class that you can't get your hands on. But it's got manufacturer influence as well, which doesn't help at all. And it doesn't help series at all when they have the manufacturers sort of telling the rule makers to do what they want. It's a bit similar when you see in NASCAR and stuff with the TV people telling NASCAR when to do their times for the races and stuff like that. It's a similar sort of scenario for that really. But yeah, I do love the World Endurance Championship. I do love Interlagos. It is great. And I'm really looking forward to getting into it this weekend at Interlagos, and at least watching the highlights, and it'll be fun to watch as well. But yes, be interesting to see if Cadillac can defend that win. It's really a free-for-all, but for some reason I just have a feeling BMW would double up this year and get another win, but I could be wrong. But they surprised us at Spa, so they could surprise us at Interlagos. But yeah, I'm going for BMW the win, but who are you going for the win for the World Endurance Championship for the 6 hours of Sao Paulo?